The following Frontlines report is presented without commercial interruption by FNH USA.
We had a number of emergency service workers at both elementary schools, and I'm talking police, fire, the sheriff's department. We had a number of agencies out there trying to get to those kids. We already had officers dealing with death already when they got to the school.
The first responders are always amazing. The second something like this happens, you're really grateful that they're there. But so you got, it's a great bunch around here.
We like to be here just do a pulse check with them and make sure that they're okay, because they're doing stuff and seeing stuff out here that they shouldn't have to be doing.
Today we're in Moore, Oklahoma, where just 48 hours ago, an EF5 tornado tore through this area and caused the scene of destruction you see behind me. 2 years ago today, we were in Joplin, Missouri, where another EF5 caused similar destruction. We also saw a similar response. The local people had an incredible outpouring of support there, as they have here. And the local police worked together with state and federal agencies to help the people affected by this disaster. One of Moore's best-known sons is country western superstar Toby Keith, who drove up to see the damage for himself.
You know, it's devastating. We've seen a lot of them in our life. I can remember as a kid getting in the cellar all the time. Sheetrock coming through your window, roofs being raised.
You know, when it came across, the first thing we heard was really just a big bang. Just like something hit the building really hard. And you could really hear the wind, you could hear things tearing up, you could hear things banging around. And finally it subsided, and went up, made sure all of my family and all of my employees knew that we needed to wait for somebody to let us out from the outside. So we stayed put, and finally somebody got around and got to the door, and was able to pry the door open, and we came out, and this is what we saw.
The search and rescue is pretty much over. Everybody that has been located probably, or those that will be, and they don't think at this point in time there's no outstanding people, there's no missing people. So right now we're just trying to protect.
They've got so many roadblocks that they got to man, and they only got so much manpower, and then you don't really have the problem looting here that you would have in other cities, because most people are just going to help their neighbor.
We have put people in 12-hour shifts, and so they've been working 12-hour shifts basically on tornado duty actually since Sunday.
Have you had a chance to talk to some of the families that lost loved ones here?
Yes. Some of our employees, their children was involved in the school, but they were found. They were bruised, but they're okay. But now in the weeks to come, we will be talking with them because they had to bring their own children out of the schools.
You know, this gives you kind of a sense of the power of a storm like this. Look at these cars just piled up here, thrown here like matchbox toys with holes in them and things torn off of them, and who knows where they came from. That's a Hummer right there on top of the other ones. And I've seen vehicles that are hit by IEDs in Afghanistan and Iraq that didn't look this bad. When one church put out a call for volunteers to help clean up the city's cemetery, thousands showed up to help. This is Todd?
Todd Jensen.
Todd Jensen. And tell me what you do.
I'm the City of Moore Parks and Recreation Director.
Parks and Recreation Director. So how did this come about?
We had a lot of people that want to volunteer. They can't get in the neighborhoods to volunteer, so this is public property. We need to clean this up, and so we said let's direct them to the cemetery. So we made a call yesterday and put it on social media, and it's just went crazy since.
All the implements here, the gloves and everything?
They're all donated. We brought our own stuff from home just to help, wheelbarrows and tools and things like that. So
Oklahomans are known to persevere. You don't see the typical looting. You don't see that type of stuff. If you look around as you're driving, you'll see other cities, other states out here that showed up to help us. And that's because we will go help them when they're in trouble. We have a police family, and we have our physical family. Those two mesh in Oklahoma.
Here at our command center, we have deputies from all over the state that are working. We have 16 here from Tulsa. We have had 14 here from Seminole County. We have sheriffs from all over the country, as a matter of fact. They've sent us boots, they've sent us gloves, they've sent us all kind of supplies.
One thing is sure, times like these highlight what's best about America. Heroes who rush in to rescue, and neighbors pulling together to help those in need.
The outpouring of support from law enforcement and from citizens is just amazing.